to the Olivia Nicole stories, where I dive into some weirdness and healing. I want to talk about creativity. I recently was speaking to a client and I just stated creativity is meant to be messy, and that really is how I operate and how I tend to navigate my own creativity, and I'll go more in deep in it. So there's a lot of us who as a child, whether it be doing coloring or making necklaces out of pasta, and we as children are so excited about this creation that we've been able to create on our own or with the help of someone, and then we as children go and gift this to someone that we care for, that we love, and sometimes the reaction isn't what we expected. Sometimes it's, I'm on the phone, get that thing away from me, what is that? That looks like trash. And our creative art piece is just tossed aside, and we take that as factual, that, oh my goodness, I am not creative, I am not an artist, I have nothing of value to gift the world. And this might have happened in your early childhood, or even in your adolescence or adult years, where you were like, oh my goodness, I have this brilliant, amazing, creative idea. I am going to wow the universe, wow my family, wow my friends, and they're just gonna be like, oh my goodness, you are the most creative creature on this planet. And again, it gets mashed and pounded with, that's it, that's all you came up with in the 3 weeks you've been saying you had this magnificent idea, and it's that. And it hurts the rejection of our creative expression is not good enough for them, and we take that in and we absorb it, and we become that story that's played on for maybe even years. And when I talk about creativity being messy, I am talking not only about the beginning stages, but in every evolution of creativity as you grow and learn and attract new materials and mediums to explore with. For example, I always wanted to go and receive an art degree. I did not. I received a degree in education. And so that played into the story of, I'm not creative enough to pursue something that I know I really feel that I would excel in, though because of outside validation, or because of not really being able to express creativity and let it be messy, I stopped myself. And it wasn't until last year when I gifted myself for the first time a canvas and acrylic set for my birthday. And let me tell you, it was the most magnificent gift, because during the pandemic I really just caved in and started expressing myself in such a way that I felt proud of. I wasn't wanting validation from outside source. I wasn't seeking anything more than to be creative. And in the process, it was messy. It was messy sweats and messy shirts with acrylic paint all over it, and it was messy fingers, and it was messy canvases that didn't quite look like I wanted it to be and came out better, and it's because I allowed my creativity to be messy. It's because I allowed myself to venture into the unknown, to work with a medium that I wanted to for the sake of creativity, and I allowed it to be fun, because our creativity isn't supposed to be other person's definition of what creativity is. It's our own version of what that means for us. And for me, when I say creativity is messy, it means that I am operating my art form, my expression, in a non-judgmental, loving way where I get to express my feelings, my story, my emotions on a canvas or in a song or in a poem or through my food or through my style. That is what creativity means to me, where I fully dive into the unknown and allow myself to shine in that. And I want to share with you one of my first canvas paintings, because it is the pink moon tonight, and this art piece is also pink moon. So again, I am excited that I allowed myself the opportunity to create, because it allowed me to create not only a couple of art pieces, but many. So here we have it, pink moon, my beautiful, wonderful art piece that I created during one of the darkest times of where we all collectively felt so much. that meant to happen, because life is not planned, you know. Life is never planned, and there we go. There she goes. She's so beautiful. And that was because I allowed myself to just be creative and try acrylic, something that I'm actually really enjoy, and where I've started developing other ones. And I speak on creativity so often because it is who we are. We are so creative beings in the way that we express ourselves, and sometimes we allowed others people's voices and opinions dictate where we should go in life and what we should do and what we shouldn't do. And I'm just here to remind you to just take a moment and allow your creativity to be messy, allow the process to be messy, allow the exploration of your own creativity to be messy. Embrace those watercolor paintings that look like piles of books that are burned. Embrace those poems that do not rhyme and are far away from haikus. Embrace those songs that make you laugh and where no one else understands it. Embrace that style of clothing and makeup and hair and way of being that just adds light in your eyes, because this is your chance to be as creative as possible. This is your opportunity to share with the world who you are through your self-expression. And even if funds for canvases, I don't own any makeup that allows me to be expressive, then allow yourself to just be on the search for any creativeness around you. There are clouds that look like dinosaurs, and there are grass blades that look like elephants. Allow yourself to just go out and a walk in nature and pick up wildflowers just for the sake of being creative, and place them in your book because they just look gorgeous that way. And recycle so that you can use mason jars and pickle jars as your creative juices, and start looking at the world as a place for you to just add to, you know? creativity is messy. It's going to be messy. It's going to be messy before it can ever be more than that. And when we give ourselves the permission to get creative and flow, all just goes so well. And I would have never ventured into collages and pink hair if I hadn't first given canvas painting a try, if I hadn't first given my own creativity, as messy as it is, a go. And this is your opportunity to do that for yourself now, to really just embrace the process of the messiness and allow it to be fun for you, because you are the reason why you're here creating. It's not for anyone else. And if your creativity is because you need outside validation, then I highly suggest that you do some deep breaths and look inward to why are you seeking validation from your art and from your creations. Is it because you were lacking that as a young child? Is it because they make you feel important, when in reality it should be you who makes you feel important? And I say this because these are thoughts that I've gone through in my own head, in my own journey of creating art and being art, is that I hold the power and give it away or keep it. And as days and years go on, I am so protective of the energy I give off and give and receive, and that allows me to just hold on to the goodness, and everything else just melts away on its own, because I know that no outside validation will ever bring a smile to my heart. Only I can do that. And so I leave you again with, allow yourself, give yourself permission to have a creative day, have a creative date, have a creative moment, an hour, a second, a breath, and allow that creativity to be as messy as it can be, and allow the process to be as messy as it should be, and it can be, and it will be, because our own existence is our own creation, is a beautiful divine light, and we get to share that with the world. That alone is a gift. So without further ado, peace and love, you beautiful souls. May today be a wonderful night, a restful night, and may you allow yourself a moment to just look inward and see, what do I want to create today? What is my heart asking of? What will bring me joy, peace, a release, a better understanding of my emotions that I've kept in? That is what art is. It's all our raw emotions on a canvas or on a song or in a personal style. It's who we are and who we get to be. So go out there and create.
Life taught me a lot, yeah, a lot of depression. Made a girl up the block, I told her switch her perspective. Julie, I taught you a lot, go ahead and pop antidepressant. Know that when you hear this, you gon' understand I'm blessing. Yeah, I just wanna say thank you. Hope you're doing well.
I lost myself